When you look across all sectors of our society, the higher up you go, the lower the proportion of women. And so women are truly more underrepresented at the top, and that's not changing quickly. So what we're wanting to do is to jumpstart that pace of change.
The first step is always to understand. And that's why VMware has come forward to work with the Stanford Women's Innovation Lab, and specifically to really understand the problems.
When we look at the trends, we see that progress towards gender equality has just stalled out in recent decades. And this has surprised gender scholars because one thing we know is that for 35 years, women have been earning more bachelor's degrees than men. But in spite of that, when we look, we see women are vastly underrepresented in leadership positions at the top level of all sectors of our society. So in our government, in our companies, at our universities. So we have to ask ourselves, what's the cost?
Well, since my early days at Intel, to me, I was just always baffled by what was just dominated as a male orientation in the technology fields. And the more you study it, the more you realize how important it is to business, how important it is to carry out the objectives, how hard it is to address the issues. And many of these things have been decades or centuries long in the making.
So I've been spending a lot of time thinking about what we need to do differently if we want to jumpstart progress towards gender equality, and really have come up with 3 different things that I think that we need to do, and these have been built into the core features of this new lab. And the first is we need to bridge the gap between theory and practice by building broad collaborations of academics who study gender diversity with people, practitioners out in our companies and our nonprofits that are working on these things on the ground. The second is we really need to reframe the way we think about the problem of gender inequality, and to start to recognize that gender equality and women's leadership are a social good, much like clean air, that benefit us all. And then finally, the third thing is that for any of our approaches to be effective, we're going to have to, in our research, take an intersectional approach. That is, we're going to have to ask ourselves whether the changes we're put in place are benefiting all women or just some women.
The more you understand that, the more you realize this isn't about some quota or just some feel-good thing that we're trying to do. It's about getting better business results. And the more diversity that we can bring into that environment, the better off we are in producing the best products, the best company, the best teams to produce those outputs.
One thing that makes me really excited about this new lab that we've created is it's going to allow us to accelerate the pace of change by producing more research that can lift all women.